Mary, ready? Pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, an act related to extending circumstances, COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency signed into law on June 16th, 2021. This meeting will be conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance by members of the public will be permitted. All right, let's call the meeting to order. How about the readings and the approval of the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Seconded.
Good job, Act.
B, are you in favor?
I'm in favor, yes.
Okay. Robert, you in favor?
I'm in favor.
Alex?
Where I wasn't there, I read them, but can I approve them?
No.
Yes, yeah, yes,
Oh,
you
yes,
can.
you can.
Okay, then yes, aye.
All right. John
Aye, approved.
and Nancy improves them. Let's have the report of the executive director.
Okay, hi, everybody. So, the housing authority's been pretty busy. I feel like life is moving on a little bit. I am happy to report that I actually only have one vacant unit right now, so I've leased up quite a few. I do have one more that is in the process of emptying out. So I will have one more, but right now I only have one unit. Tony's done real well with, getting them all done and painting them and pretty much doing everything himself. We really have had non-stop vacancies for a while, at least, I don't know, probably close. Time just goes by, well over 6 months anyway, longer. He's been busy with, the snow. He's done well with that too, kind of handling the couple of storms that we've had pretty much by himself. Overall, things have gone well with that. We have 3 projects that are out to bid right now. All the projects that were kind of pending are now in the bidding process. The heat source pumps at Framingham Road, the bathroom upgrades at 3 North Streets, and the 2 more kitchens that are going to get remodeled at Colonial Gardens. All of those are out to bid right now. They're due like by the end of the month. I think the kitchens are due at the beginning of March. So we should be able to move along with some more work, which is good. I have been kind of getting reports that I think I'll be interested to see how many bidders we get, because I've been hearing the contractors are extremely busy and not looking for work. So I'm hoping that I think the ones that are working are all pretty much out straight. So I'm just hoping that we get some decent bids. I know we had a walkthrough down at North Street and not one contractor came, which sometimes they don't, but usually you get a couple. So anyway, we'll see what we get for bids. We're doing rent redeterminations in the office right now. Everybody's been turning their paperwork in. It's due in by the end of the month, and everybody's rent goes into effect for May 1st. So we're supposed to, give them a minimum of 2 weeks to 30 days notice. So that's always a busy time of the month for us when we're doing those. I just had an audit, which I think you guys had the results emailed to you, and I also sent them to you because they just came to me. That was the PMR audit, which is the preventative maintenance, and then that was one part of it, and the other part of it is all my reporting to DHCD, my vacancies, all that kind of stuff. And then this year they also started evaluating us in the champ system, but I guess it's only a planning year. But from what I saw, there was nothing, no findings on that audit. The maintenance part of it actually went really well too with Tony, which I was pleased. Rita's done quite well working with Tony in the computer. Because unfortunately, it's just a big part of now they want everything, you know, they want a preventative maintenance plan and schedules and all this kind of stuff. And it's just, you know, it's a lot for one guy and, you know, that's not his, it's not his specialty, like a lot of maintenance guys to have to go into the computer and, you know, and work on, you know, all this kind of stuff. And again, all the work orders are generated through a computer system. So I was happy that it really, that it's, you know, they didn't talk about us this year. So that was good. And I am also going to be having, they already sent me the paperwork for another audit, which is the other type of audit, the AUP audit, which is all of the financial stuff, and they pull rent recertifications, the same thing that they do every year. So they just sent me the paperwork. I haven't set up a date. I just, I imagine it's probably going to be sometime next month. I'm not sure if it's going to be virtual or they're going to come to the office. So, like I said, we've been busy with that kind of stuff. Still getting mails delivered for the tenants. Got one today, like I said, twice a month, which people seem to like. We did just open the community room back up again. The senior center has opened up their community, you know, they opened up, so we opened up too. They had the little Valentine's party. The woman that does the parties started to resume that again. So I think people are happy about that. I think they're a little tired of kind of being shut out, and I don't blame them. So that, and I'll get to you in 1 second, Alex. DHCD did just come out with, I think the accountant had mentioned it, that they were going to come out with a new salary schedule. They finally did. The accountant is going to be doing every, you know, he said probably the end of the month, he'll start reviewing the housing authorities, the director's schedule, and if there's any kind of change in my salary or anything like that, we'll bring it forward and then it will require a budget revision. So maybe next month we'll have something for that. So that is all my stuff. Alex, did you have a question?
Yeah, regarding the champ system, does that supply a good selection of candidates for the second floor? I mean, where a large number of people here are getting up in their years. Of course, I'm not. I'm wondering if there's a full demand for second floor units.
Not as much. So when people fill out an application, they have to check off whether or not they can do stairs. So when we put in the criteria for the unit, we put in, you know, if it's a second floor has stairs, and then the list sorts itself out so that people that can't do stairs don't come up on that. I do have sometimes people don't check it off, and you know, when I see them or they come to see it, I see that they can't really do the stairs. I try really hard to not put people in second floors that can't do the stairs, because if I did that, I'd be moving people all the time and nobody would ever get a first floor. You know, sometimes people, so I tell, you know, sometimes people know that and they try to get in on the second floor and then immediately want to move. And I can't do that. So I, you know,
I think
most people know, like I said, there's a lot of stairs. If you can't
I
do
think
them.
you said we're doing 2 more kitchens.
Yes.
Are those in the vacant units?
No, not at this point, because I don't really have any vacant units. There's people in them, the 2 that are going to get done. Yep.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I talked to the people in the units that are doing them and they understand that they might be a little bit, I think they won't drag it as much this time because of the fact that there's people in them, plus things were really back ordered at the time. Hopefully things will come in quicker than they did when we were doing the others. And, you know, they'll always be able to plug in a refrigerator and plug in a stove in the area. So they won't be left without, you know, anything for any length of time. But obviously it'll be a little bit of an inconvenience to roll with it.
Sounds pretty good.
Okay.
And can we get an approval of the executive director's report?
I make
So
a
moved.
motion. Oh,
Maybe the way Robert was going to do it is more appropriate. So why don't you go ahead, Robert?
okay. I make a motion to approve the executive director's report as presented.
Second,
And great. And B says, good, she's good.
I second it.
Oh, B says she seconds it.
Thank you, Gabe.
You're doing a great job.
And so do we have an approval, Alex?
aye.
And John, do you have, do you agree? Just put your thumb up because we can't hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's on-
good.
you're on mute, John. There you
Couldn't, it wouldn't let me unmute. Sorry about that.
go.
And Robert, you approve?
I approve.
And Nancy approves, so it's unanimous. Now we need a motion for approving the payment of the bills for $14,343.97. A motion, someone?
Robert,
So moved.
Second.
Alex,
Alex, are you in favor?
Aye.
And John, are you in favor?
am, aye.
And B, are you in favor?
Yes.
Okay, and did I miss anyone? Nancy's in favor. So it's unanimous. Do we have any other business to come before the meeting?
anybody?
No questions, no complaints, no suggestions?
I had one question from one of the residents here, and that is, as a general rule, are these Zoom meetings posted to the town website? Because she said she couldn't find them.
Yeah, I record them and then they said they post them.
Yeah, so
So-
they may just not have gotten to the one she was looking for.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
that was a
told me to
couple weeks
just
ago.
record it and then they
Mm.
upload it because they're not hosting them. So I can reach out to Jason tomorrow just to make sure that they're getting
Are
posted.
they
but
posting
should-
the minutes as well?
I
I-
send the minutes to the
It's in the
town.
meeting, okay, because I looked for them myself because I missed last meeting and it wasn't there. But I have my feeling I expect the town's a little behind on some of that stuff too.
Yeah, well, we met in December, but we didn't meet in January, did we? I forget. No, we met in January. Yeah, well, these are the January meeting minutes, so then I send them in and then,
Mhm.
yeah, they should be uploading
Okay,
meetings too. Yep.
No, we missed a month because they forgot to put us
we
out there.
skipped December, I think.
December, yeah, but we met January, so I wait till they get approved and then I send them in, so January's will go in tomorrow to the town, and then they should post them on the website. I post them in the community room too. So
You do.
I post them on the bulletin board
Oh,
because tenants
good.
have
I'll
asked.
I'll let people know when they ask. Okay.
Yeah, they're right in the bulletin board in the community room.
Well, since we don't have any other business to come before the meeting, we need a motion to adjourn. But wait a minute, what's next is March when?
16th.
I'll be in Florida.
Again?
This time without Stephen, I'll have more fun.
Oh, that would be a good one, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could,
Go on
I'll
Zoom.
do
with
my best. I'll
Goofy.
do my best to give you 25 minutes.
Go on Zoom with Goofy.
I won't be near there. I will not be near Disney World.
No.
All right, okay, the 16th. I will see what I can do. I'll let you know, Lynn, one way or the other.
Okay, no
All
problem.
right?
And I'll try my best. to be there.
All right, B. We like hearing you.
Yeah, okay. good.
Eventually, we'll meet in person again. I don't know if it'll be next month or the month after or whatever. I know, Nancy, you won't be here next month, but hopefully by the time April rolls around, we should be able to be back in person again, I would think.
But
Yeah.
if we Zoom, then we can do that. I mean, I can do that.
Yeah, so we could try to Zoom for March and then maybe April, we'll try to go back in person.
Okay. Or you can call me like B does, and then I promise not to be standing in front of a bar.
Whatever you guys want to do. I
Yeah,
don't think
Yeah, right.
it's
All right,
fine
so-
with me.
Okay,
okay.
It's such
let's
a long walk for me across to the community center.
it might be cold out.
Yeah, everybody got spoiled.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
I'll second it.
And B seconds it. And Alex, do you approve?
Aye.
And John, do you approve?
Absolutely.
And B and Robert do, correct? And Nancy does too. All right, well, thanks.
All
Thanks,
right,
Dee.
everybody, thank you.
Thanks,
Okay.
everybody. Have a
All
great
right.
night.
I'll try
All right.
Have a good one.
See you next month.
better.
Okay, you are. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good night, everybody.
B says good night.
Night,
Bye,
Dee.
Dee.